Surprise, motherfucker! What's up? This is Venture Satanis, and this is another Game Master fail, number 13. Lucky 13. This one might be a little more abstract, but I think it's definitely worthwhile. So, I was watching more live streams, which lately I've been watching the more professional ones, and I don't see too many like glaring errors and just horrible practices. It's mostly just kind of boring, which kind of leads me to what I want to talk about today, and that is the result should be commensurate with the time and effort it takes to get there. So I was watching one D&D live stream, and this girl wanted to, I don't know, cast a spell or do like some sort of charm or empathy, maybe skill, something like that. And so someone was giving her a bonus, and then she rolled for that, and then she looked on her character sheet to see what her charisma modifier was, and then on top of that, roll a d20, and then get that number, and then go to the GM or Dungeon Master and ask what the target number is. And there's more fucking around too that went into that. I just can't remember all the things that they did and why they did them. Um, and then at the end, it was like, oh, okay, well, the man who was like kind of out of it and trembling sort of has a moment of clarity, and he's like, look up. And then the character looks up, and just like Game Master says, there's nothing there. And just like this, the whole thing between from the beginning of when this character wanted to do something to the end took like 45 seconds, maybe a whole minute. And it led to almost nothing. I never do that in my own games. If someone wants to cast a spell, if someone wants to do something, make a skill check, or just attempt something, um, if it's going to be at all involved as a process, if it's going to be more than like one roll or more than a sentence worth of description or telling me what's going on, um, it better have a bigger payoff than, you know, that person winks at you or moves their finger a little bit. Um, and that's just the trouble with online games, and maybe you've experienced this too in your home games too. That you go through all this screwing around with rolling and getting information and back and forth, and like, oh, the goldfish decides to swim over there. It's like you wasted so much time, and it didn't even fucking matter. That's the point I'm getting at. If it doesn't matter, if it's not life and death or something else important like catching a girl as she's coming out of the shower and she's naked. If it's not something really important like that, then like resolve it in like 2 seconds, because ultimately it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the character's eyes are like hazel or green. It doesn't matter if their fingernails are, an eighth of an inch too long versus a 16th of an inch. If you want something to have, if something's going to have a profound effect, then yeah, you can spend like a minute or two like working up to that, building up the tension or the procedures or whatever. But if it's going to be rather inconsequential, just get it over and done with, like as quick as possible. Like if it's something really small, don't even bother rolling, because what's the point? If you're not building up to anything, because the result itself is dumb or boring, or as I said before, inconsequential. Um, So basically, that's it. I think if I keep going on and on, I'm just going to repeat myself, and I don't want to do that. So hopefully, you found that of interest and help. I don't know if you've experienced that in your own games. Let me know. If that bugs the shit out of you, like it does me, leave a comment below. Or if you think I'm wildly off base, please let me know too, because I accept comments that are positive and negative. And there's good criticism too. I'll usually respond in a comment, but maybe I'll make a video. Someone had some things to say about one of the last videos, number 12, I think, in the Game Master Fail series. So I might make a video about that, expounding on what I was trying to say earlier. And I like the comments because it takes what I've said in the video and then it goes one step beyond, which can be useful because then you create a dialogue and then you look at maybe edge cases or something that's tangential to what I'm talking about, but then it goes in a different direction and it can be useful for that too. So that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you haven't already. Comments, like, all that good stuff. And if you have a suggestion, please make it because it took me like 3 or 4 days to come up with this Game Master fail. I've covered the basics, but it's going to get harder and harder to find things that are worthy of calling out, that game masters do that slow the game down or make it almost intolerable. So I would love your suggestions. That's it. Bye bye.